On to some pop culture entertainment news. Rumors circulating this morning that the first couple of rock and roll, Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne, are splitting up, and they're already living apart. And on his Facebook page yesterday, Ozzy posted, "It's not true, but he does admit that he has relapsed into alcohol and substance abuse." The divorce rumors have left many fans wondering, though, if Ozzy and Sharon can make it. After all they've been through, you know, if they can't, who can?
Yeah, right.
Well,
yeah. Let's ask the expert. Joining us now is licensed professional counselor Lindsay Walden. Lindsay, good morning to you.
Morning.
This is just one of those couples that you want to see together. It feels
Especially,
like...
I watched their reality show, and
yes.
I just thought that, oh my gosh, if you know, she's the best wife ever to stick it through with him. But they were so in love, it seemed.
I agree. I think that she's incredibly nurturing and just a really kind-hearted person. You always got that, I guess, perspective on her when she would talk about, you know, how much she loved him. And I do genuinely get that both of them are in love with each other. I do wonder, though, if after years and years and years of not only raising a family together, but if he's had a relapse and he's kind of back into using, she could be kind of tired of having to maybe be that nurturing caretaker of him. Not that we know exactly what's going on. Obviously, there's details we're not aware of, but I could definitely see that being an
you think
issue.
that would make her feel like a failure, that she was unable to help him out of this and keep him on the straight and narrow?
You know, I mean, based on the fact that I'm sure that, you know, that's going to be true for anybody that goes through a situation where the person they care the most for is unable to kind of continue down a path of being clean. And she might feel that way, but more than anything, I do think it kind of wears a person out. I think, you know, in any relationship, I kind of like to say it takes two to make it work, and it takes two to make it not work, or it takes two to break it up. And the reason I say that is that, yeah, okay, it's not ever going to be 100% 50-50, but at the same time, if it's always like 70-30 or 90-10 or something like that, the person putting more in is going to get really emotionally bankrupt at some point.
Well, and they've been through cancer. I mean, he has overcome his substance abuse for quite some time. There were some, you know, big chunks of time. But so the question is, can tough times really make a marriage healthier and stronger?
It can, absolutely. I think that, you know, couples, even couples that I'll see in my practice, if they've gone through a tremendous amount of just stuff, whatever that stuff may be, sometimes they really come through it stronger. But like I said, I think it takes a concerted effort for both people to really look at what they're bringing and to kind of call it what it is, and to be able to say, look, this is what I'm bringing, this is what you're bringing, what do we do with all of that, good, bad, and indifferent. And I think, you know, I don't think that Ozzy and Sharon have to be done necessarily, and hopefully they can figure out a way to work it out.
Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, the latest I
you.
heard is that she said if he can be sober for several months, then I'll move back in.
The thing I read was she's down in Mexico. They're not necessarily split up. She's just trying to impress upon him that she's serious about it. But I got to tell you, Lindsay, you blew my mind, my math mind, with that. It's not always 100% 50-50. That one I'm still, the gears are still turning in there trying to figure it out.
I didn't mean to confuse everybody. Yeah, just
no, you
kind
don't
of think
confuse
about
anybody.
it.
Just me.
Doesn't have to be balanced.
No,
right.
just me.
But
I'm the only one who's confused.
Sometimes you're doing the 60 and they're the 40 and vice versa. Thank you. We posted a link to Lindsay's website on greatdaystlouis.com.